What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. We are on to tournament number 4 of 6 in the modern era, the Boxster Challenge, which means we get to go car shopping. First, we'll look at the used cars, just see if there's anything terribly interesting in here. Not that I think there will be. Yeah, that's about it. We already have the 993 Turbo, so yeah. Okay. Anyways, the two key things that we need to look at. We do need a Boxster because we're going to be tackling the Boxster Challenge, whatever you want to call it today. We're not doing purple over red. That is just hideous, but purple over gray we can get behind. So we'll buy a Boxster. But there is a limited edition race class 911 GT2 raced version. That is quite an expensive car, 650K, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love this car. In real life, this is obviously a super rare spot, but just a beautiful, incredible race car. So we'll pick up one of those as well. Why wouldn't we? But the car we're going to be focusing on today, we got to go find it, is the 97 Boxster, just a standard Boxster. Again, with an entry fee of 40 grand and only prize money 125 grand, we're not going to screw around with this. We're just going to go buy some upgrades for it because really don't want to do this twice. It makes no sense. Because this is kind of a cheaper entry-level-ish car, for whatever reason, it doesn't have as good of upgrades. It only has like moderate performance upgrades, which I never understood. Like, why can I only get sport brakes? Like, I know it's supposed to be some entry-level cheap car, but never quite understood that. But regardless, we'll get everything. At least it'll make it a little bit less expensive for us. We'll go get some slicks though. Do we want to get a speedster decklet or a hardtop? No. I don't know what any of those things do or what it means, but it's fine. Whatever. We'll just go with this. So a car set. We'll get all of our upgrades set here. Hopefully it'll make us a little bit faster. I think we only have 4 races anyways, so exhaust, sport brakes so that we can actually stop the dang thing, high-speed gearbox, semi-sport springs. Like, I'm sorry, this car should have at least sport springs. Probably more than that, but it's okay. Slicks, of course. Rim style 1 is preferable to the other ones anyways. If you disagree, you're wrong. But we'll go sell off all the old parts. I didn't even pay attention to how much it costs because it's not going to be that much for a car like this with these upgrades, but that's okay. And we'll get roughly 9,500 back. Make sure we got everything. Perfect. Cool. And we'll jump right back into it. So we are on to the, what is it called? The Boxster Challenge. Pretty easy name there. 4 races. We do have to start at Auvergne, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get through that without too much issue. And we go to Normandy, Corsica, a couple of pretty easy normal tracks that we've raced a lot, and then Monte Carlo 1. So should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can survive this thing and get through it. We'll just wait until it cycles through and see which direction of Auvergne we have, so I see if I'm going to be completely lost or not. We are starting at the normal beginning and ending at the end, which is good. So maybe I won't be completely awful, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope you all are having a great day. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below if you're new. And we're getting towards the end of the tournaments. There's our weird looking dude. Let's get to it. Beautiful car. Don't know if we want headlights or not, but we'll go with them off, I guess. That's fine. So yeah, a little bit of a slower car, kind of in the same mindset and vein of the 914 back, way back when we were driving that. Kind of more of an entry-level Porsche. We'll make a little bit of contact there with Amazon, just a slight glancing blow, not crazy, nothing intentional, obviously. So already up to 5th, running down wing nut here, not too far behind. Not trying to do too much here to start. We know we have good grip with our slick tires, good suspension. Pretty long race here actually at Auvergne, so looks like, who is that there? Wing nut going straight. We're going to follow the other 3 down into here. See which directions they choose to go. Is going to limit us a little bit just because we're going to be a little bit further behind. We don't want to hit the fire extinguisher, so let's speed past that real quick. Dylan looks like got the other one. Looks like only Paris is coming our way, or the way I like to go at least. That's good. Allows us to have a little bit more clean space here. Hopefully we don't make contact right in the middle. Pretty close actually, that's not good. But we're good. No idea if this is the faster way or not. We'll find out based on where we come out compared to Dylan. Or at least where Paris comes out and compared to Dylan, where we come out compared to Steele, I believe. So this will be good. There's Wingnut on his other route. It's funny how you cross like that. It's pretty crazy. It gets to be Pretty tight, pretty congested, but we're okay for now. A little bit of a back and forth S-curve here. Tricky corner over a crest. Don't want to get too much air there in faster cars. This car's actually okay though. We're going to come out ahead of Dylan, who's neck and neck with Wingnut apparently, so we're into second. Not too far ahead, but we are ahead, and we are going to send it up the inside of Paris there to get the lead, take the lead. Nice smooth pass. That was a good one. Needed that. So pretty close here for the top four. Still pretty tight together. I think this is a tournament. I assume it's a tournament, not a rally. I think it would tell us. I think only the club races are rallies, so we don't have to worry about that. But does mean we've gotten our track position. We've gotten out in front. Gotten through the tricky part at the trickiest track, in my opinion. Not the track I like the least, but the trickiest track. Good grip seems. We're not going that fast, which is nice. Of course, the next two tracks, Normandy, Corsica, not too difficult. Monte Carlo 1, not too bad. So hopefully that means we're in for a good tournament, good result here. And then we'll just have like the 996 non-turbo 911 tournament coming up next week, next episode. And then the week after that will be the 2000 996 turbo 911 tournament. So getting down right to the end of the tournaments, and then we'll have that weird cut video that I have to remember to warn you all about for headphone users. And then we'll be on to the modern club races, which are a lot of fun. Some great rallies and tournaments in that as well. So those are always a lot of fun. And we're getting closer to the end of the car list that we have to buy, which is nice. I do have a list on my phone saved just to make sure I don't miss anything from the whole entire game. I think we got just about everything to this point. Of course, the Boxster and the GT2 were two big ones on the list from 1997, I believe. Yeah, because 98 was the start of the 996, so the GT2 was 97, this car 97, the first Boxster. And then a couple of 98s and 99s for 996s and the 911 race car. I guess it wasn't really a 996 or a 993 technically. In this game, it's a 996 with the GT1, of course. So going to end up being a pretty commanding victory here, about 15 seconds. Paris does overtake Dylan, finish second. Dylan's going to hang on a third, looks like from Wingnut and Steele though, so a little bit of an order shakeup based on the routes there that were taken. Looks like Dylan and Steele ended up taking the worst route of the three options that were taken by the AI cars plus B. But we will take a victory by just about 12.5 seconds. Race 1 is good. We did get a safe bonus from that, even though we made a little bit of contact at the start, so that's good. Very happy with that. And Normandy should be pretty straightforward. We are starting at the tail end of the track and kind of going backwards again, which is fine. Not concerned in the slightest with that. That's actually a good thing. Get through that shortcut nice and early. Hopefully create some margin. Go from there. Should be a pretty quick race. Not too bad. Kind of taking us right back again to the roots of the game. Get away pretty well. Decent launch, I would say. Go. Oh, a little bit too much speed. Expect there to be a little more grip. Dylan has gotten by Paris to take second in this race and effectively tie for second in points at that rate, but we'll put another point on them if we were able to win this, which is good. I actually wouldn't mind Paris beating Dylan again here, make it a little bit more interesting for us for these last couple. But we've gotten away, gotten a nice lead. Grip should be very strong even here on the dirt. Dylan again taking the longer way, so we'll see if that works out for him, but I would expect him to lose at least one spot. Leadfoot up to third currently, so there must have been some kind of kerfuffle or incident back there with Wingnut and Steele that they got together. But we should get away pretty easily here. Paris should probably keep second from Dylan. We'll see where Leadfoot shakes out in this. Nope, Dylan's going to just manage to stay ahead. So that outer ring road with the high speed area rather than the twisty bit really paying off for him there. Shifting to fourth at 120 apparently in this car, so pretty good performance still. Glad we got the high-speed gearbox, so we're not just absolutely murdering the thing. Nice and slow over the hay jump, just because we've seen lots of people die and go flying over that before as AIs. There's our rocking granny and sweeping old dude, whatever. All right, through the hay bale stack, and we're on to the back half of the course now, which is great. Still not a huge gap, only about 6 seconds back to Dylan, so we do have to be mindful of that. Nice and calm, not make any mistakes, not push too hard over some of these crests, like that. Those are the ones that can really get you. A little bit of air there, but we'll be nice and conservative. Make sure we give ourselves landing room to turn back into the corner. And we will jump into the cemetery shortcut here. Nice and smoothly, just about make it. Still a nice gap. You can still just see Dylan there briefly on the mini-map for some of these twisty bits, but he won't catch us here in these last 3 or 4 corners, thankfully. Roll through there quite nicely at about 90. One more left-hander and then one more tight right-hander. Dylan's not too far behind, but not going to be able to challenge us today. One more right-hander, tight right-hander, and we will come across the line and take race number 2 with the Boxster Challenge. Awesome. Perfect result. And that's race number 2 done. So halfway through this tournament already. Only about an 8-second margin there, so not the biggest, but we did it. First is all we need. First is all we care about. Gives us a 3-point lead, another safe bonus. Best time, actually, so pretty strong time there for the little Boxster. Double check, no repairs, should be good. Perfect. On to Corsica. Good old Corsica. Starting with the hairpins this time, I guess. So that's okay. The ground has ceased to exist, and the mountains and the sky. Oh, everything is dead. We're good. Everything's great. So this will probably give us a little bit of a gap here for restarting second. I don't know why, because he finished second first, I guess. I don't know how that works. We've seen before in the 914 tournament way back in like episode 10 or something, several months ago, that it really was screwy with how it allocates ties, but whatever, no matter, it's fine. There we go. Get through there nice and easy. Alright, nice gap now. Dylan had some kind of issue right on the start, immediately dropped all the way back to last, so big opportunity for Paris here to make up some points, as well as Leadfoot and Backlash. I don't know what happened, but it got Steel and Amazon with Dylan. Backlash there briefly up to 5th. I expect him to continue to fall back, but a good start for him to try to make up some points and some money. As we talked about semi-recently in one of the episodes, can't remember exactly when, poor Backlash must have a private hedge fund or something to earn all this money so he can keep racing and buying these cool cars, because otherwise with his last place finishes pretty much every single tournament and event, there's no way he'd be able to continue funding this, but he must have a rich dad or something to keep funding this for him, but that's okay. So we will jump across the crossway here, back into the other tunnel. It'd be sweet if those tunnels like went right to the end of each other so you couldn't see around them. That'd be kind of cool. Obviously you have the map, but just to make it interesting. But we're in good shape. Rejoin the first braking point there. Go around this corner, and then we will go through one more tunnel and rejoin the second braking point, and then we will just have the miners mud tunnel, whatever it is. Coming up here in one more corner. And then we'll pretty much be at the end of this thing. So nice quick race number 3, and then we'll head to Monte Carlo. Circuit 1, that is. There we go. Navigate that very nicely indeed. Out the other side. And away we go. All right. Cool. Just fly out of here through the tunnel. Couple of minor jumps, and then we will head to the final couple of corners. Don't want to hit too much speed here. Don't want to do any car damage, obviously, with a gap like this right at the end of the race. One more little kink to the left, and there's our finish line. Race number 3 goes to the purple Boxster. Looks like Dylan's only going to recover to about 6th, behind Backlash, actually. So it's whatever happened there early really cost a lot of them. Paris capitalizes with a solid P2. But Dylan's on the back foot now for sure. Yeah, Dylan back at 16 points, only one ahead of Wingnut. Great points day for Backlash, jumps 3 ahead of Amazon. But we take a 4-point lead into the finale. 3rd best time around here ever, so that's pretty good for the little Boxster. Again, no damages, perfect. This is just what we needed on the Monte Carlo Circuit 1. Does include the hairpin today and the tunnel, and some other bits as well, of course. But this is the finale for the Boxster Challenge, so we're ready.
3, 2,
No fountain in this race direction, obviously, or either direction, but only 2 laps here around this circuit. So nice quick race, probably about 3.5 minutes, somewhere in there. Just keep doing our thing, making good progress. Paris just really has to finish in the top 3 or 4, really, assuming I win the top 4, to be able to get second in points. So well earned for Paris, no mistakes, no drama for him. Could have been nasty at some points, but looks like if he can survive this one with Dylan's attack, he's going to be able to get out here with second. A lot of mistakes we've seen from Dylan lately. Just some questionable driving and questionable choices, but that's okay. Do have to remember leaving the tunnel in this direction. This is the track that cuts into the hairpin, so we gotta remember not to blow through this and try to go too fast here. Not going to be too bad, braking from about 140 instead of 190, but make sure we get turned in there nice and early brakes. Nothing crazy. Still pretty tight there for second, but it looks like Dylan's going to take it for now. Wingnut still ahead of Steele, although they're very close and battling. Carry a little bit too much momentum, take out that signpost through the hairpin. Hopefully that doesn't wreck our safe driver for no reason. That would be really silly. That's a scenery bit, but regardless, we'll come through here and we will come to the last lap of the tournament.
That's your first lap. You're in first place. Final lap.
Pretty good lap, actually. 125 from a standing start isn't too bad. We'll see what we can do here on this second lap. See if we can beat that 125, hopefully. Down the hill once again. Carry good momentum here. Alright, and back out to the marina and into the tunnel. Dylan's still holding off Paris, but Paris is tight with Wingnut, and Steele's not too far behind either. Nice 3-car battle there for third, so Paris has to be very careful. Got to maintain at least third or fourth place to be able to take second in points, so can't give up too much time there, buddy. But we'll come into final big brake zone, big heavy brake zone. Of course, we still have to take the hairpin, but we're not doing 3 downshifts or anything crazy for the hairpin, so. Down the second, a little bit tighter there, a little bit better line. We've already knocked over the lighting thing for construction, so that's good. That's done. Final corner, see if we can beat our 125. I assume we will here by 5 seconds or so. Yep, that's about right. Oh, smack right into that building. That was not pretty, but we made it. We lived, so nice successful win there by about 11.5 seconds. And a clean sweep of the Boxster Challenge. We did indeed. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. You have won the tournament.
Also did. Thank you very much. 243 grand with our 125 grand tournament bonus. Clean sweep. All safe bonuses. No damage to pay for. So that's 243 grand. Minus our 40 grand entry fee is 203 grand profit, which is great. Second best lap ever around here. So very successful. And definitely one that we will look at as success for. So next up is tournament number 5 of the modern era. We are up to 1999, getting right to the end of this now. It's the 996 only, non-turbo, of course, 911 Anniversary Cup. So we're going to have a couple of new 911 Carreras to look at, non-turbocharged versions, of course, for 5 races. And that means we'll have some new cars to go look at. I'm not going to reveal that right now. We'll save that for the beginning of next episode. But make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want you to miss anything from PU, iRacing, Camaro content, track day content, anything else I may do. But next time out, we're going to be on to the 5th of the 6 final modern era tournaments, and then we will be on to right towards the end of this playthrough. So getting excited to get this one over with and see what the finales end up looking like. But still a couple episodes to go with some club races and stuff left, so make sure you tune back in. But yeah, next week's going to be a good one. We're finally on to 996s, what was the brand new modern cars when this game came out. Funny to think about, but we'll have that next time out. So that's going to be it. Appreciate you all so much. Till next time, as always, bye.